The rune system makes Death Knight one of the trickier classes to master. It's no surprise that many players choose not to play the class and move on to something else. But just like the one-button rotation features coming to retail WoW, we can now bring that same streamlined experience to MoP Classic. So if you've ever found playing a Frost DK overwhelming or just hard to keep up with, this might be the perfect solution for you. Let me show you how it works, and I'll explain at the end of the video exactly how to go about setting everything up. Before I start, I want to make a few points clear. This sequence is not going to perform the optimum rotation, and it won't outperform a skilled player. What it does do is remove the need to monitor many cooldowns and keybinds, meaning that for whatever reason you may be struggling, you can worry less about pressing the right buttons and more on game mechanics, and hopefully you'll enjoy the game more because of it. Let's have a look at the sequence then. By spamming only one button, you're going to cast Obliterate as priority whenever you have the runes available, and Howling Blast will be cast as a lower priority to apply Frost Fever onto our targets. You'll also cast Horn of Winter on cooldown, Pillar of Frost on cooldown, and Blood Tap as soon as it becomes available if you've chosen that talent. And if you hold Alt down while spamming the sequence, you'll cast Unholy Blight to apply your diseases onto everything around you. Another cool thing you can do is create a macro called Own Cooldowns and populate it with anything that you want to automate, such as racial traits or tinkers, and this will be also cast by the sequence. So for example, if you wanted Raise Dead to be cast on cooldown, this is where you'd put it. Now that we've gone over what the sequence does, let's have a look at how to use it. The first thing we need to do is make sure that we get Blood Plague onto the target as soon as possible, and we do this by either using Outbreak or Plague Strike, and we want to make sure that we keep this disease active on all of our targets at all times. Now Frost Fever will be applied automatically by using the sequence, so we don't need to worry about this. If we're dealing with multiple targets, we can spread our diseases onto all other targets by using Pestilence or Unholy Blight. And I use this macro to drop Death and Decay straight at my feet. Now all you have to do is spam the sequence and dump runic power using Frost Strike. To pop all my major cooldowns, I use this macro, and I have myself a glowing weak aura so I know exactly when it comes off of cooldown. And finally, you've got your defensive abilities to think about, but you're going to find this so much easier to manage now that you've got so little to do. To make it even easier, I use weak aura prompts to alert me of exactly when to cast my abilities, so I never miss an important cooldown or proc. I'm always in the right presence, my diseases are always up, and I never miss a defensive spell. And if you've been looking at the DPS meter, you'll notice that the sequence performs quite well. There's also a leveling version of the sequence that works really well, and you can start using this as soon as you've completed the Death Knight starting zone. If you want to try this out for yourself, then the first thing you need to do is join my Discord. Now I've spammed the link in the description so you can't miss it. Just go to the GSE Sequences channel in the MoP category and you'll find everything that you need. Once you've found the right class and spec, go all the way to the top of the page and watch this video guide first, as it explains exactly what you need to do. Finally, please consider supporting my work through a Discord membership. As a member, you'll receive the officer role in Discord and get access to all my pre-release sequences, videos, macros, weak auras, and much more. You'll also be able to get help and assistance from me should you ever need it. So go on, sign up now. You won't regret it.